Hello, I'm Hoopsmiles, and in this video I will teach you how to transfer the hoop from your waist with your arms inside the hoop up to your neck. The prerequisites for this video include being able to hoop around your waist and also around your neck. Now before we get too far into this tutorial, quick tip, the size of your hoop can make a huge difference when performing this trick. So when you first start out, sometimes using a smaller sized hoop or an extra small sized hoop can make this trick a lot more challenging. So something you may want to keep in mind is if you're not getting this right away, sometimes just changing to a larger hoop can make a difference. Also, for the hoopers out there that want to take this trick to the next level, stay tuned for later on in this video because I will show you some trick possibilities and some related tricks that can come from transferring the hoop from your waist to your neck with your arms inside the hoop. To get started transferring the hoop from your waist to your neck with your arms inside the hoop, go ahead and take your hoop and start by hooping around your waist. And as the hoop spins around your waist, I recommend becoming aware of where that hoop is as the hoop spins around your body. Because as that hoop spins around, there's opportunities for you to put your hands inside the hoop. So at this time, I recommend finding those holes in the hoop each time that hoop spins around and get comfortable with inserting your hands inside those holes. To get comfortable, you can start out by practicing inserting one hand inside the hoop first. So each time that hoop spins around and a hole opens up to insert your hand inside the hoop, you can go ahead and quickly dip your hand inside the hoop and then bring it quickly back out of the hoop. So once you get better practicing putting one hand inside the hoop, you can go ahead and practice with your other hand. And as you get better with each hand, then you can go ahead and practice putting both your hands inside the hoop, which can be helpful when learning when to insert both your arms inside the hoop to transfer that hoop up to your neck. And as you get better exploring your hoop as your hoop spins around and practicing inserting your hands in the holes of the hoop, the next step is to go ahead and take both your arms and insert them inside the hoop. And as far as where you should put your arms, I recommend as you place your arms inside the hoop to keep your arms somewhat at your sides. Because if you start flapping your arms with your arms inside the hoop as that hoop is spinning around, there is a chance that that hoop may just fall to the ground. So once your arms are inside the hoop, the next step is to use your arms and shoulders to carry that hoop up your body. To do so, each time that hoop spins over your arm, that's when you can lift your shoulder up to assist in lifting that hoop up your body. So what's great is when you have both arms inside the hoop, is you can actually use both your arms by lifting your shoulders upward to get that hoop to spin up to your neck. And once the hoop is around your neck, that's when you can continue hooping around your neck or go into other hoop moves. So if you are really struggling with this trick and you're inserting your arms and that hoop is kind of going in an awkward motion and it's just kind of out of control, looking somewhat like that, then something that you can practice as you transfer that hoop up to your neck is when you insert your arms into the hoop, spin in the same direction that your hoop spins. Sometimes this can actually make this trick a little bit easier and can make that transition from your waist to your neck a little bit smoother as well. If you find yourself struggling with transferring the hoop from your waist to your neck with your arms inside the hoop, and let's say you find that hoop is just really bouncing around and feels really unsmooth as that hoop travels upward, then something that I recommend doing is becoming familiar with how to hoop around your chest. As the hoop travels up your body and that hoop travels over your chest region, just knowing some of the basic chest hooping mechanics could potentially be really helpful to just kind of smooth out your transition from your waist to your neck. Now, I'm not going to go into too much detail about how to hoop around your chest because I have a whole nother tutorial on how to chest hoop. So if you feel inspired to hoop around your chest and possibly want to improve your waist to neck transfer with your arms inside the hoop, then I definitely recommend going and checking out my chest hooping tutorial. So another way to transfer that hoop from your waist to your neck is instead of using both arms inside the hoop, you can also go ahead and use one arm inside the hoop to assist in carrying that hoop up your body to your neck. When it comes to using one arm inside the hoop to transfer that hoop upward, go ahead and get started by becoming aware of where that hoop is as it spins around your body and finding those holes so that you can insert your arm into the hoop. Now, once your arm is inside the hoop, similar to putting both your arms inside the hoop, I recommend placing your arm somewhat at your side. And each time that hoop spins across your arm, that's when you have the opportunity to lift your shoulder upward to assist in carrying that hoop a little bit higher each time that hoop spins around your body. And for the purpose of transferring the hoop to your neck with just one arm inside the hoop, the arm that you're not using, I recommend just raising in the air above your head. And as you transfer that hoop up your body with one arm, once that hoop gets up to your neck, you can go ahead and just lower your other arm inside the hoop to continue hooping around your neck. So once you've gotten better at using one arm inside the hoop, go ahead and practice inserting your other arm inside the hoop to assist in carrying that hoop up your body to your neck. To transfer the hoop from your waist to your neck, spinning the hoop counterclockwise to the left around your body, go ahead and take your hoop and start by spinning the hoop around your waist. And just like performing this trick, spinning the hoop to the right, clockwise around your body, you're going to go ahead and find the holes in the hoop as that hoop spins around to be able to insert your arms into the hoop. And once you find those holes, go ahead and take both your arms and insert them into the hoop. Once you have both arms inside the hoop, that's when you can use your arms by lifting your shoulders upward to transfer that hoop up to your neck. Similar to spinning the hoop clockwise around your body, when you place your arms inside the hoop, I recommend placing your arms somewhat at your sides. And each time that hoop comes over your arm, that's when you're going to lift your shoulder upward to assist in carrying that hoop a little bit higher each time that hoop spins around your body. And you'll go ahead and do that with both arms until that hoop gets up to your neck. So on some of my past hooping tutorials, sometimes I'll get some questions, and one of the most common questions that I get is something along the lines of, what am I doing wrong, or why am I not getting this move? So generally my first question, or one of my first questions, is what hoop size are you using? Now when transferring that hoop from your waist to your neck, this is one of those critical tricks where hoop size can make a huge difference. So if you're using, a really, really small hoop, there's a likelihood that when you first start learning this trick that it's going to be really challenging to get that hoop to transfer up your body. So to just kind of give you a demonstration, using this much smaller hoop, I feel like I have to kind of work a little bit harder to get that hoop to go around and put my arms inside the hoop. And as you can see, that was really challenging and the hoop just fell to the ground. So to give you a demonstration, so you just saw with this very small hoop. Now the hoop that I've been using in this tutorial, what's great about this hoop is I can actually take it apart and insert extra pieces. So I'm going to actually make this hoop even larger, just to give you a demonstration. As you can see, that last maneuver with the smaller hoop was not very successful. That hoop definitely went around very fast as I was trying to transfer that hoop. And now I got this extra large oversized hoop, and the hoop actually comes up to about my chin or just around my face. So I'm going to go ahead and attempt to transfer the hoop from my waist to my neck using this extra large hoop. So as you can see, this hoop, it almost feels like I'm spinning the hoop in slow motion. So I'm going to insert my arms into the hoop, and now you can see it just smoothly went up to my neck. So lesson here is, if you're going to do this trick and it's your first time, I definitely recommend looking at your hoop size, just because that's one of the most common things I would say I get, is that somebody might be using an extremely small hoop. So I definitely recommend, if you are using a smaller hoop, to practice using a larger hoop. And as you get better, you don't have to go ahead and use the same large hoop. You can actually just keep transferring down to smaller hoops. Now when it comes to transferring a smaller hoop from your waist to your neck, it may not be entirely impossible to do so. It may just take a little bit more work, and you may also have to spin in the same direction that you spin your hoop. Dun, 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 dun. It's time for hoop trick possibilities that can come from transferring your hoop from your waist to your neck with your arms inside the hoop. So to get started, once you get that hoop and you transfer that hoop up to your neck, you can go ahead and transfer the hoop to your hand and spin the hoop in lasso. Something else you can do is, once that hoop is on your neck, you can also drop the hoop back down to your waist. You can also transfer the hoop from your neck to your elbow, and then back to your neck again. Or you can transfer the hoop to your elbow, and then transfer to your other elbow, and then back to your neck again. You can go ahead and perform this trick while spinning another hoop around your legs. Also, another trick possibility is you can go ahead and transfer that hoop up your body to your neck when the hoop is somewhat in a vertical position. Also, for the hoopers out there that just love to rock out with their hoop and love to dance while they're hooping, another trick that can come from transferring that hoop from your waist to your neck. Instead of going all the way up to your neck, you can transfer that hoop up to your chest and start hooping around your chest torso area and really just start to rock out. This is actually one of my favorite hoop moves because there's just so much that you can do while in this position. Woo! Now, if you really want to get crazy and really challenge yourself, you can transfer that hoop to your neck and then do a neck to foot pass going into foot lasso and then back to your waist. Ta-da! And that concludes my tutorial on transferring the hoop from your waist to your neck with your arms inside the hoop. So go have fun with this trick. Thank you so much for watching and enjoy.